Catherine Fiore, EU reporter. Can I ask if the Commission has any response to the leaked documents disclosed by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists and The Guardian, showing that Luxembourg, which was led by Jean-Claude Juncker at that time, took actions to derail all attempts to reduce aggressive tax planning in Europe? And will the Commission President be willing to speak to the Panama Committee on tax avoidance in the near future, as some MEPs would like him to do? Thank you.
We are well aware that during the Christmas holiday, as it is the case in summer holiday, which are traditionally low news periods, people tend to reheat cold soup. So especially some of the people who are not Brussels-based, and they tend to ignore the intensity and the success of our work under the Juncker Commission for fighting against tax evasion and tax avoidance. So the reports you are alluding to miss completely, but completely, two very important points. First, that President Juncker made the fight against tax avoidance one of the central tenets of his campaign to become Commission President, before he was even appointed by heads of state and government, while he was campaigning. His commission has followed through, and you people here were witnesses to this unprecedented wave of active fight against tax evasion and tax avoidance under this commission, both on the corrective arm, if you like, undertaken by Commissioner Vestager, and some of the results of this work are already known to you and to the ones who fail to pay taxes, but also under the preventive arm with the work under Pierre Moscovici, which paid dividends, as you know, as I just said in my announcements, with these rules on the obligatory information of tax rulings becoming already a reality as of 1st of January 2017. So it's very good to reheat cold soup, but it's also good to look around and see what is actually happening in Brussels. Then another point that these reports miss is that the President himself was fully transparent on this issue, on all various stages of his involvement. He didn't, as I was saying, expected to be appointed. He came out very energetically while he was campaigning on this, and he put all his efforts to make this commission lead. He was in the European Parliament already, and he spent hours there giving his explanations on his involvement in this fight, which started years and years ago when he was a junior minister in the Luxembourg government and pushing for VAT harmonization, and much later. So he was in the European Parliament Committee, Taxe, he was in the European Parliament Plenary. So, I mean, okay, again, it's January, it's early January, people need to write stories, but sometimes results speak for themselves, and results speak stronger than leaks. Follow up.
That really leaves only two alternatives. Was Jean-Claude Juncker asleep at the wheel when he was Prime Minister of Luxembourg? Or how do you explain his Damascene conversion to the avoidance of aggressive tax planning? Thank you.
I think I was very clear. I don't have much to add. The President was very transparent on all these issues before the election, during the election, after he was appointed, and as President of the Commission.